Hi, welcome. I'm so excited to have you join me here. Welcome to the mini training series, 5 days to creating a money-making website. Each day, I'm going to be breaking down the different website sections or pages that we can, how we could set up our website to become the best salesperson we ever hired, to convert for us, and really to make, running our businesses so much more magical. So basically, today we're going to start with section number 1, which is the home page. Now, we all know we all need a homepage, but let's break down the really essential pieces that make your homepage really amazing. So, first of all, I want you to think of your homepage as your storefront. Maybe if you had a brick and mortar physical location, you'd probably deck it out really nicely because you want people to come in. You want people to be like, ooh, I wonder what that's about, and come in, right? So you'd probably use some fun color or pop of something, just really make it visually appealing. The same goes for your website. We want really beautiful photos. I'm not saying you have to have a pop of color, although it does always make it really fun. But even if you have like more of a minimal style, very simple chic or sleek, chic as well. But keeping it really, really visually appealing. Super, super important, since first impressions matter. They're so important. You have just a few seconds to capture someone's attention before they're going to decide, yes, I want to know more, or not so much, I'm out. We want them to be like, ooh, tell me more. So first impressions matter. Aside from the beautiful visuals and, making sure your storefront looks really good, we want to have a really solid first headline. So this is really important to highlight what you do or how you can help someone, or basically like just a quick liner of what your website's about, whether you're a personal brand, a service-based website, or a e-commerce based website where you're selling things. We just really want to tell people like, hey, thanks for coming. Obviously not those exact words, but this is what we're about. Like, come and join us. And then we want to have a really awesome call to action right underneath. So like, what do you want people to do next? Do you want them to shop? Do you want them to book a discovery call? Do you want them to learn about your services? Just make it really, really simple and obvious, like, hey, you should probably click here so you can learn more. So that's really important. Having a really strong, simple, and direct headline. You don't want to make people think twice or be like, I wonder what that's about. No, we never want to confuse people, so making it really simple and straightforward is super key. You also want to use your homepage as a summary page. So we're not going to throw everything on the homepage, but you do probably want to summarize like your about section. If it's a personal brand, like about you. If it's a service-based brand, maybe about the business. If you're an e-commerce shop, basically what you're about. You get where I'm going with this. A quick summary of your about. Also, give us a summary of your services, or a peek into, what your offerings are. So even if you're just a shop, like, show us what your best items are. Again, you just have a few seconds to capture our attention, and it's really, really important to highlight those things. Because if you got me at the headline and I want to know more, then I probably want to know, okay, what's this about? And then what are they offering, right? So covering those things in your homepage is super, super important. Again, don't forget the really awesome call to action buttons. Just always making it really easy for someone to take the next step. So in your about, like, hey, again, add that call to action button. In the, summary of your services or your shop or whatever section that is, add a really awesome call to action. Again, just make it so easy for me to take the next step. That's like, where the money sits. If I have to scroll all the way to the bottom to take the next step, I may not get to the bottom, and we don't want that. Another really awesome thing to add to your homepage is social proof. You know, if you have some really amazing testimonials of people that are raving about your services or even about your shop or, you know, just about you, this would be a really great place to highlight that. You don't have to put it all. You could create a whole page for it if you'd like. But just giving us a little hint of like, hey, this business, this person, you know, this service, this shop is really awesome, by the way. That's gonna make me feel like, oh, hey, okay, I wanna know more. So it's, you know, really, really great thing to highlight. I get it. Sometimes we're getting started and we don't have testimonials. And when that happens for my clients, I'll usually just put like a really awesome quote instead. And basically it just makes it your page more relatable, you could say. You know, kind of like sets the vibe, like what this is about and all of that. So that's really important. And then last but not least, you know, adding a, hey, you know, subscribe to my email, not literally in those words, get a lot more creative than that. But, you know, maybe offering something in exchange. If you're a shop, a coupon code. If you are a service-based business, you know, maybe a peek into, you know, 10 steps for this. Or, for example, I have a fun brand quiz. I mean, I don't know about you, but I love quizzes. And if you haven't taken the brand quiz, go to shareyourmagic.co, take the quiz. It's so fun. Something for them to take a next step in which, you know, again, they can just kind of like bring you closer in a relationship, I guess you could say. I don't really know. You get where I'm going with this. You want to build trust with someone. People love to do business with people they know, like, and trust. If they know you because you made it really clear on what you did, all right, perfect, check that off. If they like you because, you know, everything's visually appealing and it's like calling to them, again, you know, putting those colors, images, all that, you know, fun, those branding elements that really call and speak to your client, that's really awesome. And they're gonna like you. And then, you know, starting to build a relationship like, hey, here's something for free, take it, or here's some free resources, or, you know, a coupon code. They're gonna trust you. So we cover the know, like, and trust, which is really awesome. And of course, this is all really awesome just for the homepage. But you know what makes putting your homepage together so much easier is your branding. You might be hearing me for the first time or again and again. Building a solid brand foundation is so important. It's the first step. And you know, building your business, kind of like the first building block that I say is really important, along with the other stuff. But once you have your branding set up, then it's gonna be so much easier to build out your website, because you literally just, you know who you're talking to, you know what you're offering, you know what you're about, you know what your client needs to hear, you know the colors that you're gonna add, you know the visual elements, so it's just like bloop, 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 you know, adding them in. Yes, it's that fun. Bloop, bloop, bloop. But you get where I'm going with this. So that's really important. I often meet so many, you know, business owners, entrepreneurs, people in business that they're like, something's missing. And I'm like, all right, well, did you do your branding? They're like, no, not really. Okay, let's get that part done. It'll make things so much more easier. Also, I think it's important, at least for me, when I'm designing for my client, to really understand their brand so I could really create an amazing money-making website. And if you are just getting started in your business, or maybe you've been in business for a while and you're like, Mary, something's not right. Like, I want to make things better. Then I'm so excited to announce that I am opening up the doors for my signature program, Launch Your Brand, Share Your Magic.